Welcome to our word of the week, where this week our word is tempo. The tempo is how fast or slow a piece of music is. So we've got an example here of a piece of music, and we've shown you the drum beat on the screen that's being played at 120 BPM. BPM stands for beats per minute, and so obviously at 120 we've got 2 beats every second. Because if it was 1 a second, that would be 60 BPM. 120 is twice that, so we can easily tell it's 2 beats every second. So that's a reasonably fast tempo. So let's have a listen to this. So we'll leave it there. That gives us an idea of it. And let's have a listen to the tempo changing to a few different BPM. And in this example, if you have a look here, you'll see the tempo meter in Logic changing as I've clicked and dragged up and down whilst I was recording the video. So let's have a listen. So there it is at 120. We'll take the tempo up now to 140. And down to 92. So all that's happened here is we've literally changed the tempo as the piece of music was going very quickly from 120 up to a very fast pace of 140, and then going down to a reasonably slow pace or a medium pace of 92. And we can also compare the difference between tempo and rhythmic pace. Rhythmic pace is very, very different to tempo, but many people often get the two mixed up. You'll see in this example here, we've actually got a lot of 8th notes and 16th notes, which gives the rhythm a fast rhythmic pace, a fast feeling, even at slow tempos. Whereas if it had been based on whole notes, half notes or quarter notes, it would feel a slower rhythmic pace at exactly the same tempo. So let's have a listen to this extract. So here I've set the drum beat to 114 BPM, and let's have a listen to that. Now I'm not going to change the tempo here, but I am going to play you a section that has had all of these shorter rhythms, the faster rhythmic pace, taken out and just left with the kick drum and the snare drum playing on quarter notes. Here we go. And you can even hear an 8th note extra here, so if I take that out, we haven't changed tempo, we're still at 114 BPM, but we have reduced the rhythmic pace. We've taken out all of the 16th and 8th notes that we had going on in the hi-hat parts. Let's compare them again. Let's go back to our first version. Here we go, now. And back to the quarter notes. 16th notes and 8th notes, quarter notes. So that's the difference between tempo and rhythmic pace. In tempo, there'll be more or less beats per minute as the tempo changes. In rhythmic pace, it'll be the same number of beats per minute, but we might use shorter or longer rhythms. Now, musicians being musicians do like to use Italian terms. So I've given you a few here, and you can get more from a quick Google search or the posters in the music department. So largo is a slow tempo, moderato, easy to guess, that one is a medium pace, and presto is fast. But perhaps the two most important ones to know are accelerando, which means getting faster. Easy to spot that one because it looks like accelerate, accelerando. And then we've got rallentando, which means getting slower. Rallentando meaning getting slower, often abbreviated to just a ral. So if a musician says to you, let's do a ral here, they mean let's get slower at this point. So that's this week's word of the week, tempo, meaning how fast or slow a piece of music is.